What is harder to say than the name Etoquatormet? Living there. Formerly known as Scoresbysund, Etoquatormet is known globally as the remotest inhabited community in the Western Hemisphere. The 450 residents have settled between North Greenland National Park and Scoresbysund, the largest national park and fjord on Earth. For 9 months of the year, the sea around Etoquatormet is completely frozen, shutting off all ocean travel. If you want to reach the town during those months, you can expect to hike in, use a snowmobile, or even dog sled in. If emergencies occur or you need to leave quickly, the only way out is by rare helicopter or via boat during 3 warmer months. Due to the town's isolation, everything must be transported in during the warmer months, when the ocean ice melts enough to allow ships in the harbor. Etoquatormet is remote, but does have quite a few creature comforts for its residents. Relying on the help of Denmark, Etoquatormet has a power station and engineering workshop. A Danish doctor and nurse run a small hospital, and Danish teachers work at the small local school. The harbor master of the town can receive email and faxes via satellite dish that allows him to remain in constant contact with the capital city of Nuuk on the other side of the ice cap. The town also features 1 grocery store, a few convenience stores, and a pub that is open 1 day a week. Many local residents are of Inuit descent. During the colder months, they rely on their traditional customs of hunting, whaling, and fishing to thrive. Another form of income for these remote people is providing Arctic tours and safaris for those travelers who are brave enough to endure the frigid temperatures for fun. Lake Victoria, the largest lake in Africa, is home to various types of fish and wildlife, as well as one of the most isolated communities on Earth, Migingo Island. Made up of mostly fishermen, a population of 500 lives on the island, which is roughly half an acre in size. Not only is the island inaccessible to most without boats, but it's also a compact fisherman's slum. However, it was not always that way. In 1991, 2 Kenyan fishermen claimed to have been the first 2 men to settle on the island. At the time, the location was nothing but an infestation of weeds, birds, and snakes. In 2004, a Ugandan man also claimed his settlement on the island. These men, and so many others, have made their way to Migingo Island. Living on the island is hard because it is incredibly crowded. Houses made of recovered tin and other scavenged materials comprise most of the homesteads. In addition, there are 4 bars, a hair salon, several brothels, and a tiny port. Prostitution runs rampant, and filth plagues the island. Some people there have cellular phones to contact the outside world, but the signal is spotty at best. This is one island that is anything but paradise. When one thinks of Antarctica, images of endless ice and penguins come to mind. One does not associate people with this continent, but some individuals do call the icy tundra home. Via Las Estrellas, Starstown has only 14 homes, 1 banker, a post office, a school with 2 teachers, a gym, and a church. There is also a modest souvenir shop for tourists wishing to memorialize their visit. Though in Antarctica, Villa Las Estrellas is a Chilean town that is located on King George Island on the President Eduardo Frei Montalva base. The population is small, with only 15 residents during the summer and 80 during the winter. People serving time on the base are only there for 2 years maximum before returning to the Chilean homeland. The hospital on the island is equipped for basic life-saving procedures with a lab, anesthesia machine, operating room, sterilizer, x-rays, and dental clinic. A small pharmacy is also available. However, with limited facilities and only 1 doctor and nurse, all major emergency cases must be flown to health centers in South America for aid. Not only is Villa Las Estrellas remote, but it also comes with an ultimatum. If you want to live on the island for any extended amount of time, you must have your appendix removed. As there is only a doctor with basic training and no surgical expertise, all people, including children, must have their appendixes removed before living on the island. If you're in the mood for Antarctic living and an average temperature of -2 degrees Celsius, 28 degrees Fahrenheit, Villa Las Estrellas may be for you. Just remember to have that pesky appendix out before you get there. The Australian outback is one of the most hostile, unforgiving places on the earth, with its red sand, scorching temperatures, and plethora of animals that want to kill you. Although it seems an unlikely place for anyone to live, the people of Coober Pedy have avoided all those things by going underground. Opals brought people to Coober Pedy. In 1915, a teenager discovered the gemstones there. His relatives and many other miners were looking for gold, but instead struck an opal fortune. About 70% of the world's opal production can be traced to this location in the middle of the Australian outback. Coober Pedy also gained the title Opal Capital of the World. The workers were desperate to mine, as well as to escape the torturous heat in the outback, so the miners took up residence in underground homes, dugouts, that kept them warm at night and cool during the day. Today, 2,500 permanent residents of Coober Pedy are still thriving in their underground world. Approximately 60% of the population of this industrious town is of European descent, and over 45 nationalities make up the community. Coober Pedy has all basic services, including water, electricity, law and order, medical facilities, and educate from pre-kindergarten to 12th grade, and offer a wide range of programs, internships, and community building projects. Though opal mining brings in much of the town's money, tourism is their other big moneymaker. Visitors can stay at the Desert Cave Hotel and enjoy galleries, cafes, underground shopping, and other leisure activities. Tourists can even enjoy noodling for their own opals in their remote desert location. Even though the middle of nowhere does not seem like the best place for living, Coober Pedy has people digging new layers and enjoying the desert lifestyle in the outback. Eyelashes freeze when outside. Frostbite is a bitter enemy of daily life. Cars are kept running constantly because their batteries will die due to the average winter temperature of minus 50 degrees Celsius, minus 58 degrees Fahrenheit. Sounds like the last place on Earth where folks would live. People do, however, live in this hostile environment year-round. Welcome to Oymyakon, Russia. With 500 brave souls as residents, Oymyakon has earned the title of coldest permanently occupied human settlement in the world. The nearest city is Yakutsk, a mere 927 kilometers, 576 miles away. A few hundred miles from the Arctic Circle, Oymyakon is dark for up to 21 hours a day. In 1933, the temperature reached an all-time low of minus 68 degrees Celsius, minus 90 degrees Fahrenheit. Life is hard, and so is the ground in Oymyakon. The constant layer of permafrost prevents farming because nothing can penetrate the hard ground. To get their nutrients and food, most residents subsist on nothing but high-protein foods. Food specialties in the area include stroganina, raw, long-sliced frozen fish, reindeer meat, frozen horse liver, and ice cubes of horse blood with macaroni. The frozen ground also prevents the use of pipes for running water and bathroom facilities. To answer the call of nature, one must make a brisk run to the outhouse. Oymyakon also faces difficulties with their remote location when it comes to dealing with the deceased. Due to a thick layer of permafrost, large fires must be lit to warm the ground and melt the ice in order to bury the dead. There are no conveniences in town due to the extreme cold and remote location. Cars won't start because they freeze, and batteries are ruined at a terrifying speed. Any pipes for running water freeze within hours and become completely unusable. Pen ink freezes and electronics fail. Anything besides thick animal furs and hide do nothing to keep the cold from wreaking havoc on the human body. So the next time the heat has got you down and you're looking for a place to cool off, try Oymyakon, Russia. In a few minutes, you'll be begging for that warm weather again. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, please let me know by clicking the like button. Do share, write a comment, and don't forget to subscribe so that you can catch up my next video.
Every single day. Most of this content is self-explanatory. It serves a purpose, fulfills a demand, or provides entertainment. However, some of this footage is strange, mysterious, unexplained, or just downright creepy. In the footage you're about to see, you'll have your beliefs on the paranormal and even the extraterrestrial put to the test. Today, we look at 5 mysterious things caught on CCTV. Chinese pedestrians were baffled by a strange car crash involving two minivans in a busy intersection. In the footage, you can see the two vans being tossed from the intersection, launching them backward onto two wheels, causing one of the vehicles to flip. It is unclear exactly what happened to cause the vans to react this way. From the looks of it, it seems as though these vans drove into some sort of an invisible wall or force field. Though commenters seem to agree, however, a wire thick enough to have halted two large minivans would surely have been detected by the camera. Though, to this theory's credit, if you look in the lower left corner of the footage, you can see a few pedestrians stopped in front of the intersection watching in the direction of the two minivans as if predicting the van's impending doom. But if it were a wire, why were the cars on the far right side of the intersection still able to pass through without issue? Wire or not, this is a very freaky video to watch. Check it out. Of many generations, and these locals have found their own supernatural mystery right in their own backyard. A blurry photo taken on a trail camera shows a little girl deep in the woods near Center Cambridge, and has the locals as well as the internet on the edge of their seats desperate for answers. A local paranormal researcher, Tanya Woodard, told ABC News, "We would like to look at the actual footage from the actual camera it came from. There's a lot of historical places and we do pick up on a lot of that stuff." She added that the image was taken on a trail camera off of Route 74, but it doesn't provide a lot of information for her to read into. Trail cameras don't take the best pictures. It's tough, she says. Tanya expressed interest in receiving the owner's permission to visit the property with their team of paranormal experts to determine if there's any active paranormal activity, or to see if this is a living child who may live nearby, captured by the trail camera. She says she has a lot of questions for the property owner, but at this time he wishes to remain anonymous. Tanya added, "What neighborhoods are around? Do they have kids? What time of day was it set up? Where was it set up? Can we look through it to see what's going on and do some research on the area?" These are the questions she needs answers to in order to provide an accurate response as to what may have been going on in this photo. With all the history in the area, paranormal activity is not uncommon. We've experienced a lot. We've been to a lot of places, especially out north, she says. Washington County Police say that since the story was first posted to Facebook, they've received hundreds of calls and emails about the photo. Several suggesting that there's a local urban legend that a little girl was hit and killed on a set of train tracks that used to run through the area. Woodard says she believes that there's so much interest in this particular case because thoughts of the paranormal are becoming much more popularized now. A lot of people claim to have had experiences and are no longer ashamed of coming forward. Whether this is legitimate paranormal activity, Photoshop editing, or an actual child playing in the woods, it definitely makes for a creepy photo. This video is truly remarkable. What you're seeing here is a UFO that was spotted over France, likely close to Paris. The UFO is cigar-shaped, which seems to be emitting some sort of a light beam from it as two smaller lights hover around it. UFOs similar to this have been spotted a couple times over the years. One such occurrence was on July 7, 2010, where a UFO was seen hovering over a Chinese airport. The object was detected by a flight crew and actually resulted in the airport being temporarily shut down, canceling all incoming and outgoing flights for about an hour. Theories ran rampant at the time, with Chinese locals claiming the object was either a US bomber or a Russian satellite. Others thought the object could have been of extraterrestrial origin, while others thought that to be completely ludicrous. Another instance of a UFO like this being spotted was in early 2014 just off the coast of Australia. The UFO was recorded on a webcam that was set up in a residential area and shows an object strikingly similar to the one shown in this video. Cigar-shaped UFOs have been spotted time and time again throughout history. In fact, the very first reported cigar UFO was in 1790 in New York. At around 9 p.m., residents noticed a bright shining light appearing in the northern sky, causing a very loud roar. The locals indicated that it grew in size and intensity until it could have nearly overcast the sun. The residents also remarked that the light was so bright that it could have, quote, picked up pins in every corner. As the UFO passed overhead, it met with a wall of trees and rose above them and continued on with the speed of a galloping horse. What do you think of this? Given this information, do you believe this is a genuine UFO, a hoax, some sort of CGI? Let us know. Savannah flip-flop shop workers were astonished when they reviewed CCTV footage of a seemingly normal day at work. In the footage you're about to see, the camera provides a fairly decent view of the shop. Customers are moving about, trying on shoes, etc. But the weirdness takes place when you look at the mirror in the background of the shop. Multiple customers pass in front of the mirror, and everything seems as usual. However, a man dressed in all black passes in front of the mirror, but casts no reflection. This is absolutely incredible. But what's truly remarkable is that no one in the shop noticed this event take place, at least not until they reviewed the CCTV footage later that day. Well, at least it would be remarkable, except as it turns out, this is actually a stunt performed by two stewards. Apparently the two travel around the USA and UK, performing all sorts of odd, mind-bending stunts on unexpected pedestrians. Even though this is ultimately just a magic trick, it's still super cool. This next video is truly shocking, as well as completely unexplainable. The video is of two men asleep in twin-sized beds. The video seems to be fairly uneventful when all of a sudden the bedroom door opens, though no one is on the other side. A moment of silence ensues, but then the camera appears to receive some sort of an interference for a brief moment, but quickly returns to normal. Just as the situation seems to calm back down, one of the men's feet begin to rise from the bed. Slowly at first, then higher still, until at one point it actually seems as though an unseen force is pulling the man from his bed, throwing him onto the ground. The man awakens and leaves the room, clearly shaken. What are your thoughts on this video? Many viewers are convinced that this provides proof of paranormal existence. There are no visible strings or effects in the video, and the man's reaction appears quite genuine, though others claim it's fake, pointing to the fact that the man never appears to scream or release any sort of a plea for help. Additionally, the person sleeping next to him appears fairly undisturbed, ignoring all of the flailing that's taking place next to him. Also, rather humorously, a surprising number of viewers are insisting the video is faked, simply because the two men are sleeping while fully clothed. Though the original poster says that this video was shot from an office, so it would seem that the two were sleeping overnight at their office for some reason. What do you think of today's videos? Have any of them changed your perspective on the paranormal or the possibility of extraterrestrial life? Let us know in the comments. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, be sure to give it a like. Also, check out our channel and consider subscribing to keep up to date with all of our future videos. Statues have been erected all around the world, often to commemorate the fallen or those who have passed away many years ago, though some of these statues have been captured on camera moving. Here are 5 of those. In this first video, the uploader states that if you look closely, the mouth of this Buddha statue appears to be moving on its own. Take a look. Next, we have a few different clips of statues of Jesus Christ from all around the world. In every clip, we can see the head of Jesus appear to move just slightly, and in one clip, he appears to blink. Take a look at these and let us know what you think. This next clip is from a news special. The manager of the museum in the video says that over time, he noticed that one of his many Egyptian statues seemed to move positions. He assumed that guests or employees were touching the statue even though they'd been asked not to, but he set up a camera to be sure. The results he captured were truly shocking. In this next clip, the user uploaded a video of a few Snow White statues that he was recording late at night. However, as he zoomed in on the face of a Snow White model, he captured something strange.
A la base de operaciones de Extranormal llegaron estas impresionantes imágenes captadas en un parque de diversiones en el puerto de Veracruz. En este video, cuyo autor prefirió mantenerse en el anonimato, se puede apreciar el momento exacto en el que esta figura pareciera cerrar sus ojos, como si cobrara vida frente a la cámara.
This next clip is a bit lengthy, but truly strange. A statue of Virgin Mary was witnessed to have been moving by thousands of people in Vietnam in 2009. Take a look.
Đầu xanh, đầu đội khăn xanh, đầu đội khăn xanh, đầu đội khăn xanh, áo mình đang tả ra, đôi đó, áo bay, đầu đội khăn xanh, thắt lưng xanh, áo bay, đầu là xanh, Chúa tôi, đúng nè, quay bên này, quay bên này, đó, quay về bên này, quay về này, đó. Giêsu là Chúa tôi, Chúa tôi. Giêsu, đầu hắn đội khăn xanh.
Xanh kìa, đầu về xanh xuống kìa, xanh đấy.
Đó, đang biến hình thành xanh, đang thành áo xanh.
Quay hẳn sang kia rồi,
Đó. Quay rồi.
Đâu quay đấy gì không?
Chúa tôi.
Đầu xanh hẳn á. Áo mà vẫn màu hồng được từ bây giờ. Đó, đấy mẹ quay lại sang này rồi, quay bên này rồi, áo ra đây rồi. Tức là mẹ quay xuống nhìn hết con cái xung quanh mẹ đấy.
Quay, áo đang bay, áo đang bay.
In this final clip, the uploader states that another statue of Virgin Mary can be seen blinking, and possibly moving her lips. Take a look and let us know what you think. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, be sure to click that like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell to keep updated with our videos.